last 5 seasons, if nothing else, you have to give respect to what this organization is all about.
Yeah, if you don't want them in the Super Bowl, beat them.
Right.
Keep them out.
You got to give a lot of credit to Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady, the 3 mainstays. These guys are phenomenal. A lot of people tripped on them early in the season, midway, saying, you know, they don't have it, they're not that team. Then they start winning. All the division is simplistic, but they constantly win in the playoffs as well. And now they just went and just unseated the best team in the AFC statistically, as well as at their place of home. And they did it in overtime. The only thing I don't like about this victory, I don't like the overtime rules.
Yeah.
Why?
Both quarterbacks, both teams should get the ball. Okay. So now you won because you got a coin toss, because you called heads and they didn't call tails. That's the reason you won. Okay. Because you got to give Mahomes an opportunity to touch the football. That's not fair. That's the only part of our beloved game, which I adore, that I think is incorrect.
How surprised are you, Shannon?
I'm surprised, but the thing that Coach Belichick normally does with his team is that as the months progress, his teams normally get better. Now, Brady didn't have his customary year. He turned the ball over a lot, and he wasn't stepping into the throws. And everybody was talking about his defense. His defense isn't very good. But Coach Belichick, his defense, because he doesn't have names. Now, you know, when they select, they're not getting the first pick, you know, a top 10 pick on the defensive side of football or offense. But he gets these guys, and he needs guys to play a certain type of way. Guys come there, you know, you're leaving your ego at home, and they play very well. They did an unbelievable job. If someone would have told me they would hold this team that averaged 35.5 points to 0 points in the first half, I wouldn't have believed it.
Well, they force you to be perfect, the Patriots do. And what we saw is some different coverages from the Patriots defense against Mahomes, like a cover 0 that Mahomes had never seen before. And he was a little bit confused by that because the Patriots have never shown it. And they always do that. They force you to be patient. And you're going to make mistakes eventually. They're so disciplined that they just simply don't make mistakes.
Sony Michel had himself a game today.
Was that?
Sony Michel?
He had a game the first time he played.
Yeah, exactly. He had a great game.
But Coach Belichick, what he normally does, if he sees you one time and he has to play you again during the season, he normally has something up his sleeve that you hadn't seen before. Nobody has the guts to blitz Pat Mahomes because they have that young, fast guy out there. When you have Tyreek, who can take the top off the coverage, and you have Sammy Watkins, and you have a Travis Kelce who can work the middle of the field and can work the edges, you don't want to blitz him. Bill Belichick says, bull jive, I'm coming to get you.
Did the Patriots win this, or did the Chiefs lose it?
They won.
Okay.
It's fair and square.
Yeah.
But what they did something that no one else was able to do. First of all, they didn't let that cheetah, that dog, they didn't let him get deep.
Right.
No, their philosophy was nothing deep, nothing cheap. Make him drive down the field.
Nothing deep, nothing cheap?
Nothing deep, nothing cheap. And you do not, a team like that, like the Kansas City Chiefs, they want to hit
hard.
you.
We were sitting here watching the game, and you're saying they pressed them all game long.
Yes.
Why didn't they do that towards the end of the game?
Because like Time say, okay, that's one thing. Nobody's going to remember the first, second, or third quarter. You give up a touchdown on the goal route in the overtime, and everybody's going to remember that. Yeah. So you start getting scared. You start pulling.
Because nobody wants to get beat.
I don't want to get beat. No, I don't want to get beat.
All right, well, NFL Network has over 90 live hours of Super Bowl week coverage, and it all kicks off Monday, January 28th. Good Morning Football starts each day with wall-to-wall live coverage at 7 a.m., and then don't miss Super Bowl opening night from Atlanta, Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Super Bowl Sunday starts with Game Day morning at 9 a.m. Eastern and wraps up with Super Bowl Prime immediately after the game. Rams are officially on the road.